Excitement enveloping everyone here because it is a huge occasion. The Champions League final. Who's going to be crowned Club Kings of Europe? It's Barcelona. They take on Real Madrid, and it's coming up next on EA TV. Well, there's nothing quite like this occasion. Welcome to the UEFA Champions League final. The best two teams in Europe this season preparing to go head-to-head for the crown. This is Derek Ray in the commentary position, and I'm joined as always on these big occasions by Stuart Robson. It's Barcelona, and they take on Real Madrid.
Well, Derek, you just wonder what those players are thinking right now. Some will be nervous, some will be excited, and some may be anxious. But once that whistle blows, we're going to be in for an absolute classic here.
Superbly read and executed. And the Barcelona shape looks like this. Marc-Andre ter Stegen stands between the posts. Frenkie de Jong plays alongside İlkay Gündoğan in central midfield. And leading the attack today is Robert Lewandowski. Now, will they be able to play it in behind the defence? Terrific block there. Well, defenders having to cover up. And putting paid to the danger. And here's the starting 11 for Real Madrid. Kepa begins in goal. David Alaba plays with Antonio Rüdiger in central defence. Federico Valverde plays alongside...
Oh, look out, Derek, chance here.
Oh, that is an outrageously good stop.
Well, great reflexes from the keeper. He did brilliantly there.
Over it comes. And first-class defending, cleared off the line. Failure to keep it there from Gündoğan. Garcia. Eduardo Camavinga. Determined defending. Well, Jude Bellingham rightly receives plenty of plaudits because he's a leader out there on the pitch. What might we see from him in this game?
Well, he's their leading goal scorer, mainly because of his movement, which is so clever.
Can he finish? And able to get a body in the way. Under some pressure. And beyond the byline. Goal kick then. Eduardo Camavinga. Now with Bellingham. Well, very effective play in possession. Camavinga. And Real with the ball again. Tchouaméni. Valverde. On to Carvajal. Rodrigo. Fine tackle there to prevent the chance. Gündoğan. Great strong tackle, throw in forthcoming. Koundé. De Jong. Gavi. Lewandowski now. And Barca moving the ball with purpose. Well, the fans want to see a shot. Can he finish? He's done it! What a moment! The opening goal in this Champions League final. And just look at the celebrations.
Well, just look at his movement. He knows exactly how to find space, and it's also a tidy finish. That's a nice goal. Well, frustration for the manager. Ancelotti needs to get a reaction from his players now.
So the action continues. Will there be a quick response from Real? Romeu. Gundogan. Oriol Romeu. Given away by Barcelona. Federico Valverde. Here's Carvajal. Joselu. Strength and control, a big part of his game. Oh, an incredible clearance. I must say, I didn't see that coming. Rodrigo. Now the cut back. Terrific piece of anticipation. Attacking possibilities for Real. Rodrigo. Can he finish? Oh, a goal it is! The equaliser in this final. What next in the drama?
Well, I have to say, he's done really well here. He's in the right place and then a decent finish. That's a good goal.
So underway again here on the back of that leveller. Christensen. It's with Joao Cancelo. Oriol Romeu. Oh, they have the ball once more. Gundogan. On to De Jong. Really important piece of last-ditch defending. David Alaba. Tchouaméni. And there it breaks down, but credit to the defence. Pressure exerted, but he keeps the ball. Could play it in. Valverde. And making sure there was no danger in the end. Rafinha. What can Real do from this position? Well, didn't go to plan in the end. And Bellingham. On to Rodrigo. Must take the lead here. And you've got to credit that magnificent piece of defending. Gundogan. Well, just 1 minute of time added on for stoppages here. Rafinha. This is Robert Lewandowski. Now he must favour the cross. Well, there we have it. We're at the halfway mark now, here at Wembley. So back underway here into the second half. Very quick thinking there. David Alaba. Chouameni. Bellingham. Really inventive stuff from Real here. He read the situation defensively and did his job. Showing real patience. Can they forge ahead? Rodrigo. It will be a goal kick here. Gundogan. Koundé. Romeu. It's with Joao Cancelo. It's with Gundogan. Romeu. And still looking for space. Terrific block there. Constantly thwarted. Rudiger. So to the keeper. Fran Garcia. Rodrigo. Eduardo Camavinga. Rodrigo. And Bellingham. Joselu! Keeper did his job to begin with. Oh, and he puts away the second chance. Goalkeeper error.
Well, here it is again. And I don't think it's good enough from the goalkeeper. You have to say that. He spilled it right into the danger zone. And at this level, you're always going to be punished. Well, what delight for Ancelotti. That's just what he wanted.
Well, back underway as we reflect on the goal that's made it 2-1. Gabi. It's with Gundogan. Joao Cancelo. Rafinha. Jules Koundé on the ball. Promising move from Barcelona. Oh, good-looking run. Looking for someone to play it to. Fantastic work to thwart the danger. Joselu. And now Rodrigo. Rodrigo. He could pick out a teammate. Well, he failed to get it away properly. Likes to run with the ball at his feet. Well, not quite the cross he was hoping for. Rodrigo. Well, it didn't happen for them in attack. Into the final 20 minutes. And Real doing well to win it back. Carvajal. Here's Valverde. Valverde. And Bellingham. Now with Valverde. Well, there's the pullback. Oh, it was a crucial challenge. Rodrigo. It's with Joselu. Real Madrid have given us away. Christensen. On to De Jong. Gavi. Well, the defenders know they need to get tighter. Can't really allow runs like that. Huge block. Denied again. Joselu. And a fine tackle. Given the circumstances, Barcelona have got to go for it. Time is against them here. Gundogan. And that's really well read. 10 minutes to go then. Well, the big question here is, can Real Madrid get over the line? Can they make it a victory? Stuart, your thoughts on what you've seen from them?
Well, it's been a decent performance from them. They've certainly played the more expansive football and had the better individuals. Can they now just see this through? Not long left.
A complete miscue by the goalkeeper. Will there be a price to pay? Well, breaking at pace is always a possibility. Barcelona have given us away. Getting forward. Possession ceded by the Merengues. Carvajal had pressure to deal with. Couldn't find a teammate. Throw in here. Federico Valverde. And Bellingham. And Bellingham. Well, nothing comes of the attack when all is said and done. Christensen. Romeu. And we will have just one additional minute. And Christensen. And there it is! Real Madrid, Champions League winners!
Well, just look at the emotions out there. Joy and relief on one side, despair and heartache on the other. But we've got the right winners here. They fully deserved it on the night.
For these players, well, it's the night of their lives, and they're determined to enjoy every millisecond.
Well, they have to make the most of this, don't they? It's a great feat. What an achievement from them.
Well, they don't need to be reminded about what comes next. It's the presentation of the coveted Champions League trophy.
Well, there's some tired players out there, but what you can be sure of, they'll find some energy when they get their hands on the trophy. They'll be going mad in the next few moments.
The Champions League winners, Real Madrid.
Well, this is what they wanted. What a moment for these players. They've worked so hard to win this trophy. They've been fantastic.
And you can feel the emotion. It's natural to reflect on this final, but so much hard work has gone into the entire campaign. Memories, memories. Well, the celebrations are ongoing. I don't think they're going to be brought to an end anytime soon, as they savour the moment with their supporters.
And they've certainly played their part, the fans. They deserve to be involved with these celebrations. They've made so much noise here.